Large parts of our area may not be reopening. More businesses tomorrow night, even as the state moves into phase 1 of the reopening process.
Baltimore City Mayor Jack Young and Baltimore County Executive John Olszewski are expected to release their plans later today. They released a joint statement last night after Governor Larry Hogan announced that the stay-at-home order would be eased as of tomorrow night. It reads in part, for the Baltimore region to safely move into all of phase 1, we need more access to personal protective equipment, as well as increased testing capacity and more robust contact tracing. We've seen some progress in each of these areas, but we have to do even more. The Howard County Executive has already announced that businesses in Howard County will not reopen tomorrow night. Calvin Ball says the county is not ready to start relaxing restrictions because it has not met the criteria to start phase 1, such as a drop in hospitalizations and an increased availability of testing. That's also the concern of Anne Arundel County Executive Stuart Pittman, who says the county has not reached all of their requirements. Pittman says he plans to review Hogan's recommendations with the county health department to decide which ones to adopt. And Cecil County Executive Alan McCarthy plans to announce initial plans for easing restrictions in the county at 1 o'clock tomorrow afternoon. And in a statement, he said Cecil County's plan to ease restrictions will be in phases. And while he does expect to eventually reopen the local economy, quote, I will not expose our citizens to unnecessary risks that endanger the overall health of our community.
So still a lot to think about there.
A lot to think about. Yeah, a lot to take in. And while some counties are waiting to reopen, others will be allowing some businesses to partially reopen as of tomorrow night at 5.
That's when the statewide stay-at-home order will be lifted. We have WMAR 2 News' Megan Knight live in Bel Air right now. Harford County will be opening up, but Megan, stage 1 does not include every single business.
Yeah, that's right, Christian. So the retail stores that are along Main Street here in Bel Air, they will be allowed to partially reopen. We got a couple of hair salons behind us. Same goes for them. But like you mentioned, not everybody is included in this stage 1 of the recovery plan. Like restaurants and bars, they still will not be allowed to have customers inside their restaurants and bars. They'll just have to continue to do carry-out, curbside, and delivery service. This is all because of the announcement that Governor Hogan made, saying that we are now officially entering stage 1, which includes lifting that stay-at-home order at 5 o'clock tomorrow night. And what this means is that retail stores can open, though, at 50% capacity. Same goes for barbershops and hair salons, places like pet groomers and art galleries and car washes. All manufacturing can resume with safety practices in place, and churches are allowed to reopen. They're being strongly encouraged to have outdoor services, but if they must be inside, they have to be at only 50% capacity. Hogan said he is starting stage 1 of his recovery plan because certain numbers related to the coronavirus are starting to trend downwards in Maryland, specifically hospitalization rates and ICU patients. He is allowing counties to decide if they want to reopen, which some have said already that they don't plan to just yet, but he warned that if numbers sharply increase and we see an outbreak at any point, it's back to square one.
I'm anxious to move into phase 2 and get the rest of the business open, but a lot of it depends on how everyone treats this first phase. If everybody goes crazy and does things that are unsafe, we're going to balloon back up and slow down the process. If everybody responds responsibly, we'll be able to move forward, quicker.
And the governor did, of course, remind everybody that they must continue to practice those health and safety measures like staying 6 feet apart from each other and wearing face masks when you're in an indoor public space. Now, if you'd like to see a full list of the businesses that can partially reopen starting tomorrow and the ones that still have to remain closed, we have it on our website at WMAR2news.com. We're live in Bel Air. I'm Megan Knight, WMAR 2 News.